Wait, do you know where YOU actually came from?
Not your parents, not your grandparents, but the very first human on this earth? Buckle up, the theme, because this answer will blow your mind.
There are different perspectives and theories regarding the origin of human life. Among them, two major viewpoints discussed globally are the theological belief of creation and the scientific theory of evolution. Charles Darwin was an English naturalist. While on a 5-year journey around the world, he studied the differences in plants and animals. He explained his ideas on biological evolution in a book called On the Origin of Species, published in 1859. The basic idea behind the scientific theory of evolution is that all the different species of animals that we see today have evolved from simple life forms. These simple life forms first developed more than 3.5 billion years ago. The Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. The theory of evolution states that evolution happens by natural selection. Individuals in a species show a wide range of variation. This variation is because of differences in their genes. Individuals with characteristics most suited to the environment are more likely to survive and reproduce. The genes that allow these individuals to be successful are passed to their offspring. Individuals that are poorly adapted to their environment are less likely to survive or to reproduce. This means that their genes are less likely to be passed to the next generation. Given enough time, a species will gradually evolve. Human evolution is a long process that took place over about 6 to 7 million years. Scientific evidence shows that humans evolved from ape-like ancestors. Scientists believe that humans and great apes share a common ancestor that lived between 8 and 6 million years ago. One of the earliest defining human traits, bipedalism, the ability to walk on 2 legs, evolved over 4 million years ago. Other important human characteristics, such as a large and complex brain, the ability to make and use tools, and the capacity for language, developed more recently. Complex art and culture have largely emerged during the past 100,000 years. Scientists believe that most of early human evolution occurred on the continent of Africa. Humans first migrated out of Africa into Asia between 2 million and 1.8 million years ago. They entered Europe between 1.5 and 1 million years ago. They first came to Australia about 60,000 to 65,000 years ago, and the Americas about 23,000 to 30,000 years ago. Australopithecus lived 4 to 2 million years ago. They were about 1.10 meters tall, weighed 40 kilograms, and walked upright. Homo habilis lived 2.4 to 1.4 million years ago. They were about 1.59 meters tall, weighed 50 kilograms, and were the first to use tools. Homo erectus lived 1.89 million to 110,000 years ago. They were about 1.60 meters tall, weighed 60 kilograms, discovered fire, and hunted in groups. Neanderthals lived 400,000 to 40,000 years ago. They were about 1.65 meters tall, weighed 80 kilograms, performed the first burials, and used specialized tools. Homo sapiens, that is modern humans, appeared 300,000 years ago and are still present today. They are about 1.70 meters tall, weigh 70 kilograms, created examples of art, and made complex tools from bone and horn. In the early days, human life was very hard. Earlier humans used to live in the wild. They had no houses to live in, and they spent their time in trees or hid themselves behind bushes. But it could not provide them security from wild animals, rain, the cold winter, and hot summer. So they started living in caves. Gradually, they started wrapping tree leaves and animal skin over their bodies to protect themselves from extreme weather. They also needed food to eat and shelter to live in. In the beginning, they used to eat wild fruit from trees or roots of plants. Then they started hunting and killing animals for food. They could not kill large animals with their bare hands, but they learned to use sharp-edged stones to hunt. Stones were the first tools of their kind, which improved with the passage of time. This period is called the Stone Age. A major change in the ways humans lived came about 10,000 to 12,000 years ago, when people first discovered how to cultivate crops and domesticate animals. People now did not need to move constantly from one place to another in search of food. The development of agriculture led to the establishment of permanent settlements and the rise of civilizations. And that is how the story of human life began, from caves, from stones, all the way to the world you see today. If you learned something new today, hit that like button right now, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.